Welcome to Super Chevy Brothers Podcast. This is Master, that's Blaster. We are here for week number 72 in the canon. It is currently still season 1, but we have got at least 8 seasons left. Who's that?
What?
Who's that? Hey, Haley. Tell Haley I said hi.
Haley said hi.
Tell Haley I said hi.
Hey, so my week's good. Shut the fuck up. My week was good, okay? It wasn't good because Ted Cruz had to go to Cancun while I froze my fucking dick off in my house.
He was only there for a day. He's only there for a day.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's the name of this episode now. Shut the fuck up. Because Ted Cruz can shut up. Every Texas politician can shut up. Listen. I played some good video games for all that shit. It was pretty cool. I played a lot of Yakuza. I almost done with Yakuza 0, a 6-year-old game. If you're counting the Japanese version. I'm also playing a lot of Doom Eternal. I gave Neo 2 another chance. I don't feel like a scrub anymore. I can play it now. It's pretty fun. I get it now. It's like Ninja Gaiden, except you can't jump, which isn't worse, but you know,
bruh,
that's pretty good. Actually,
when's the last time you played Ninja Gaiden?
Oh, like 7 years ago. Like 7 years ago.
All right, so don't say into what you don't know that. Do you even remember what the jump button is in Ninja Gaiden?
It was A. Or X if you're on PlayStation. Only reason I know is because that jump Y move that you have to do, the swallow move that you do with the sword when you want to cheese parts of the game.
This is a children's family podcast that's not talking about swallowing.
I didn't say Hayabusa was swallowing cock. I said he had a sword.
Oh my god!
And he did
Can you stop
the move about a swallow.
Oh my god! You're so disgusting.
No. At the times when I did have electricity were pretty cool though. I've been playing a lot of Neo 2. That's a pretty good game. After I finish Neo 2 and Doom Eternal, I'm gonna have to redo my
essa música do caralho, cara.
I might have to redo my Neo 2? I got to the second section, like the second island or whatever. Not that far in. But
did you finish all the first one?
Yeah.
All the submissions? You finished some submissions, dog?
Yeah.
You bought the snake?
Yes. That thing was bullshit.
The snake with the snake arms?
Yes, he has snake arms, and then when he goes to the Dark Realm, the snakes become their own snakes, and then they start running around you. And yeah, no, that boss took me like 5 or 6 tries. It was kind of trash the first few times I did it, but it's pretty good. I did that one solo. I've done most of the bosses solo. Only when I go all through a second time, I'm like, oh, let me take a phantom with me so I can distract people because they don't do any damage because they're ass. The phantoms are just there.
You should use your high and mid stance too.
Yeah, no, I use my
high and mid stance too.
I do. I use my high and wait, whoa! Why'd you say use my high and mid stance too? Why'd you say that?
Because you said you always go so low, when you play it. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that game's pretty good. I'm on the second to last chapter.
We have the stances.
I'm on the second to last chapter in Neo 2. So I mean not Neo 2. Of Yakuza
second to last chapter?
No,
you just got the second island.
God, I already said I said the wrong thing. Why do you keep hearing 2 seconds of what I say and then go okay, I'm on the second to last chapter of Yakuza 0, and I think I'm gonna take a break, beat Doom, and then go to Yakuza Kiwami because I want to play all of them now. Although you can call me on this because I'm probably wrong.
It's pronounced,
but I'd be pretty happy if it wasn't wrong. I think that one of the PS5 games next month is going to be Yakuza Like a Dragon because the PS5 version comes out on the same day that we're supposed to get our PlayStation Plus games. There's a couple other games coming out that day too, so it could be those games too. But I'm just being hopeful. But that's all I've been up to. Just video games. Only thing that makes me happy now. So, you know.
That'd be cool. But what I'm saying is, I learned from the internet that it's not pronounced however you said it. It's pronounced Yakuza.
Well, that's not how they say it in the game when I play on Japanese. So
They got a bunch of and pretending to be Japanese people. The true way to say it is Yakuza.
So you have a bunch of Japanese people pretending to be Japanese people?
You didn't know that?
Oh, that's shut up, Chevar. Anyway, by the way, speaking of PlayStation Plus, if you haven't grabbed your games yet, Control, Concrete Genie, and All-Star Destruction are all still free.
More importantly, if you got PlayStation Plus, all right, and you don't have a PlayStation 5, you still get PlayStation 5 games. So make sure you download them, and then when you get a PlayStation 5, which might be 8 years from now, which is what it's looking like.
Yeah.
The only people who have PlayStation 5s are people with TikTok. You notice that? I need to get a TikTok.
I don't have TikTok. I watch TikToks. I watch TikTok.
Are you lying to me right now?
No, I don't have a TikTok.
Are you lying to me right now?
Never been downloaded. You can go search me on TikTok right now. I don't have one.
Okay. Just like you didn't kill JFK.
Oh, I did that. Right. I don't know why you keep acting like I didn't do that. I did that. He's taking on my hose.
You have to own up to it now, because all right. Welcome. I didn't do anything. I just played Neo. So
good.
I didn't lose power. I took in those without power into my home.
Oh, that's your home now?
I mean, I live here. What do you mean it's my home now? What does that mean?
Anyway.
What does that? No, what does that mean?
What did y'all? I just thought it was Mom's house. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was your house.
Who takes the trash out? Me.
Dad. Apparently, he don't even live there.
Me.
I heard last person I heard took the trash out was Dad.
Everybody knows.
So I don't know about that one.
Everybody knows the two most important responsibilities in a home are the trash and the dishes. And then the cooking.
The dishes. Okay, listen. That doesn't mean you pay for the home. Mom would not appreciate that. You need to stop it right now.
I pay for the White House too. Does that mean the White House is my house? No, it's Mr. Biden's house. All right,
Mr. Biden, Mr. Bitches. Oh, he must be Mr. Bitches keeping my money like that.
What are you talking about?
He ain't sent us our fucking money yet. What do you mean? You get your money?
Why is everyone so political and then no one knows how politics or the government
and no one knows how politics work or the government works? They don't know how this works. No, you're right, Chevar. I'm dumb. There's no way we should have had our money by now. Anyway, would you like to go on to news since you want to feel superior to somebody who's asking their government to deliver their promises?
Did you know Tiger Woods got in a car accident today? God dang. Poor boy.
Nah, that's another Mr. Bitches right there. Mr. Bitches, the original. He's doing good. When his porn star baddies picked him up, made sure he was all right.
What are you talking about?
Aww.
This man was in a car accident and you're making fun of him like he could possibly die.
I don't know what you're talking about. He is not dead, so...
Like, his daddy didn't name him Tiger for you to disrespect
Man, why your
like
shit so light skin, bro? What is that?
What are you talking about?
The picture. Why does it look like they're ghosts? I know they're white people, but Jesus Christ.
I don't know, bro.
Why I keep doing that? How about this?
I don't know, man.
Okay, anyway, well, while Chevar's shit glitches because he don't know how to control his shit. Oh wait, no, he has to press the sound bar button too. The sound bite for the stuff. But yeah, while Chevar's doing that, all I have to say is Yakuza 0, great game. If you don't have it already, I think it's on sale for like $5 a lot of times.
Why do you think it's so great?
It's got everything, man. It's a free roam game that's got 300 mini games, including a cabaret thing where you get to run a cabaret bar with a bunch of ladies. You get real estate, free real estate. And then guess what? The real estate unlocks your fighting styles. So you can stab more people and hit more people with bikes. And then you get to fish so you can help a guy who makes sushi fucking realize his dreams. And then you're out here saving prostitutes and shit. And then you find Kim Kardashian. She needs a visa, but you get her a pizza instead. And then she's okay with it. It's a great game. It's just got everything. It's got but for real though, the main story is pretty good. It's got a lot of humor. It's probably the funniest game I've played in years. I don't think a game has made me laugh out loud more than anything I've played in the past 4 or 5 years in Yakuza 0. That shit is hilarious. I think Metal Gear Solid might have been around the same kind of funny, but Metal Gear Solid is always funny. But yeah, no, great game. I recommend it to everybody because if there's one part of it you don't like, there's something you're gonna find to like. And I might 100% it, but that requires me to play a bunch of board games I don't know how to play, so maybe not. So yeah, I'm excited to play the board rest. Game? Every single time, shogi. You gotta do all the different kinds of card games. It's insane. I haven't played any of that shit because the one time I tried to play shogi, I got my ass kicked 4 times on the lowest difficulty because I had no idea what was going on, and I was just wanting to play a video game. But yeah, no, I like it. It's good. It never gets old because there's always something different happening. All the side quests aren't the same. Chevar just held up
autofocus to work.
His half black hand up to the screen. Yeah, all the
drawing boobies.
The side missions are pretty okay. The side missions are pretty varied. There's a lot of different shit to do in between. What? You don't ask me my opinion then. Suck my get out of here, bro. All right, let's go. No, okay,
great. I'm happy to hear.
Give me attention because I did something while you're in the middle of answering a question I asked you. That's what you just asked me, bro. That's what you just did.
I'm glad you like it. Maybe I'll play it again. I started it.
Yeah, you only got the chapter 2, bro. I saw in your trophies. They snitched on you. You got the chapter 2 and then you stopped. You got to play in as one of the greatest characters in any video game, and then you stopped playing.
Do you investigate people's chapter trophies?
Yeah, because I'm curious what other people who I play with, what they do with their trophies. That's why they have the compare trophies option. Isn't that the point? What's the point of getting trophies if I'm not supposed to compare it to other people's trophies? And I saw that you had 2% complete and you didn't play the game a lot. And you was telling me, oh yeah, no, well, that guy that takes your money, he's a real tough dude. I've been whooping that nigga's ass for the past 3 days. He got chump change too. He got $21 million in his pocket. Oh, okay. Come catch these hands. What's his name? Mr. Moneybags. Yeah, he's a thief. Anyway. That it? You just gone?
I don't know, man. My camera keeps
Did you upgrade your driver? Is that what did it?
No, the Nvidia thing's fine.
All right. Well,
it's working in there, but
anyway, we've had these people's faces. We've had these people facing on screen. I need you to play the soundboard bite, man, so we can actually talk.
I was letting you talk about your
Yakuza. Wow. All right.
No, it's story number one. Number one, The Last of Us, the movie, the TV show, the game, the show has a cast now.
It's a TV show, by the way.
That has, all right, this cast has ethnically ambiguous popular
cast. You were trying to stretch this out and make it offensive at the same time. I don't know which.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
Shit, I don't know where he's from. He's from Mandalorian, where his fucking face is covered the whole time.
He's also but he's in stuff. He's in Wonder Woman. He's my favorite character in Wonder Woman.
Nobody cared about those movies. Gal Gadot, old can't express ass. She popped his hand every time she wake up.
So okay, come on, man, you're so disrespectful. So this Last of Us TV show, it stars Mandalorian. What's his name? I don't know his name.
You're reading the schedule. His name is Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal
and Bella.
Oh my God, you can't read. Bella Ramsey.
I didn't know which name was the fake one, the Bella Ramsey or the Yana Mormont. They're both Game of
It's
Thrones
not
names.
Yana Mormont.
So
It's Liana Mormont. Can you read? Okay. Anyway,
Yana. It says
oh
Yana.
It's not Yana. It's yeah. So I can't even remember how to actually pronounce your fucking name because you fucked it up. But anyway, girl from Game of Thrones and guy from Mandalorian. But you know what the fuck I meant. Okay. Anyway, they're the cast. I instantly lost my interest in this because yeah, I don't really give a shit about seeing Joel and Ellie anymore. I don't really. I'm not interested. I don't care. I'm good.
What? I mean, you don't know. This could be between 1 and 2.
I don't care. I don't care. I know the story ends already. I don't really give a shit. It's not that important to me. Like I really could not care less.
Okay, but I mean,
that's like saying, "Oh, you get to happen what happens in between Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2." Okay, it clearly wasn't as important what happened in the actual games, so I'm good.
Okay, but I'm not like super excited, but there's more to the art of television, even though television's kind of like film, right? But there's more to it than just the story, right? So I'm sure they'll change some stuff around. I'm sure I want to see the art direction, you know. What station is this on? What channel?
HBO. It's an HBO show.
It's gonna be on.
So like,
I'm gonna be on HBO Mid-Max. All right, so yeah. I'm fine. Got this.
That doesn't. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if I turn this on and it's just basically cutscenes from The Last of Us, I don't want to watch it. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, and that's the thing.
But you don't know.
That's the thing. The game has been out for almost 10 years. I think it's like 8 years, something like that, 7 or 8 years. A lot of people who want to play this game have played it, if not, because it's been on 2 consoles as well. You can probably, I think I looked this up beforehand, but the YouTube cutscene like compilation or whatever is like, it got millions and millions of views already. So like, that's the thing, is like, I was excited more for, okay, let's tell a story in the Last of Us universe. That's what I wanted. I was like, okay, cool. Let's look at somebody else or see what else is going on. Maybe get some more backstory on what the fuck actually happened, instead of just, you know, the vague stuff that fit Joel and Ellie's story. Now it's just, I feel like now it's just, you know, more vague shit with Joel and Ellie. And even if it is between the first game, game 1 and 2, I'm not going to spoil the second game, but
you broke
even
up
if it is,
even if it is what?
Even if it is between the first and second game, I don't really care. Because,
but what if it's like, okay, hold on, what if it's like The Witcher, right, where the story beats are things that people are familiar with, but I'd say like The Witcher, the TV show, and The Witcher, the games, and The Witcher, they cross the same territory, but it's actually really different kinds of entertainment and different enjoyments from those 3 things. Because when I watched The Witcher show, that was way more interesting to me than when I played Witcher 2.
Okay, but how long ago did Witcher 1 and 2 come out?
I mean,
like fucking like over a decade ago, right? The first Witcher came out in the 2000s, and that's like a lot of what the Witcher TV show is covering, is like the first couple of games, right? And those are over a decade, like over almost 2 decades old at this point. So that's different. That's different, because here's the thing. The Witcher is a different thing, right? When you have The Witcher and you have specific story beats or whatever, you can mess around with that stuff a little more. When you have a story that's about Ellie and Joel, like, that's the thing, is like, okay, if you're going to do something different with that story, just give me different fucking characters at that point. Because there's nothing specifically special about each of these people that is going to make it to where I'm going to want to watch this to be like, ooh, I wonder what they would do in this different situation. No, I don't, because Joel's a smuggler. Ellie's a girl who grew up during all of this shit. That's the whole point. Like, that's the point of what their story is. So unless they do some wild shit, like Ellie dies in the first episode or some shit like that, or they're like putting out these cast members as a fake out because they're not even the main cast members, they're like one of the side members. Even then, I don't really care, because I'm not drawn to Joel and Ellie's story anymore because we got that out of the way. And in between 1 and 2, nothing happened. Like, what really happens besides Ellie gets further away from Joel and gets more distant from him? Like, that, and that, guess
all
what?
I'm saying,
Last of
all
Us
I'm
2
saying
shows us what happened in between 1 and 2. So, like,
all I'm saying is, all right. All I'm saying is, are you gonna watch it or not?
I'll watch the first episode, and if it is straight up, like, if it's straight up, it's the
Oh, come on, the first.
yes, because I need to test the waters. I'm only going to commit to the first episode because if I watch the first episode and if it's straight up just, oh, guess what? This is just The Last of Us, but you know we made it with real people. I'm not going to watch the rest because, like, it hasn't been that long. Like, the game's not that old. It's been remastered 300 times. Like, like, it's not old. Like, it's not a story that needs to be retold in any way. And if it is being retold, then, and if it's being retold in such a way where it's just going to be a different story, then don't give me Joel and Ellie. Give me something else. Maybe follow the brothers that were together in the first one before, you know, they died. Like, something. Give me something. Like, I feel like it's none of that. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the first episode, and if it's good and if it's something different, I'll keep going after that.
Okay, I mean, all right. You know, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll check. You know
Yeah.
me.
Round 2. Fight.
Returnable. No, what's this game? Returnal. Returnal's delayed until late April. I saw some gameplay of this game. It looks kooky.
It looks great.
It looks kooky.
It looks like those like twin stick shooters, except like you know, third person, which sounds fun. Looks
so
fun.
the game is delayed till April. Which when was it supposed to come out?
March.
Who cares? All right. Anyway, so it's like a roguelike where roguelike every time you play is supposed to be a little different, right? It looks fun. It kind of looks fun. Is it multiplayer? Any multiplayer in that game?
No, at least nothing that they've said specifically.
That'd be crazy if it did, because it looks fun.
Yeah,
the name is kind of the name is kind of like like an edgy high school kid named it, but it looks like it might be a fun game. I don't really care that it's delayed. I'm not. I mean, everything's getting delayed, right? Gran Turismo is delayed till 2022. Everything's delayed. So, but yeah, I think I'm kind of excited for it. I'm not like rubbing one out for it or anything, but it looks like it might be fun. I just I hope it's multiplayer.
I wouldn't mind it not being multiplayer. I just like roguelikes, so I'm chilling on that. It looks good. I'm excited. Look, the graphics look great. The story, they're trying to like make it be like, oh, the story will be really cool. And I'm sure the story might be cool, but I'm more interested in the action. Looks good. Need more PS5 games and all that. But yeah, no, it looks good. I'm excited for it. And a month delay is not the same as, you know, a year to a 6-month delay, aka Cyberpunk 2077. So I'm not worried about it.
Well, what do you think about Gran Turismo getting delayed? Because that's delayed a whole year.
Okay, so personally, I don't care, but as far as PlayStation games coming out, that does suck because, you know, Gran Turismo is one of the biggest series for PlayStation, so it kind of sucks that they won't have one of their flagships available in the first 2 years. The first year that the first full year that the console's out. So, you know, we'll see. Especially when Forza is so popular, it'd be kind of cool to see Gran Turismo come back.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed about it because I like the pretty car games, but
yeah, just play Forza.
I'm not gonna miss it while it's gone. I haven't so far. So whatever.
Like I said, just play Forza.
Whatever, boys.
Just
Play Forza.
Just play Forza.
This is the number for three. The three.
Okay.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition gameplay trailer revealed coming this May. So Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be in a collection. They're being remastered.
Yes.
Over 40 DLC, which sounds like a lot to someone in a DLC age today, but DLC, I mean, that was a lot back then.
I'm about to say, no, it was a lot of content. No, it's not. Do you remember how much?
Mostly costumes and guns.
That's not true.
About?
It's not true. A lot, like half of that is like
name 20 DLC.
Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3, Mission 4, Mission 5, Mission 6, Mission 7, Mission 8, Mission 9, Mission 10, Mission 11, Mission 12, Mission 13, Mission 14, Mission 15 and 16, Mission 17, 18, 19, and then Mission 20. Yeah, so a lot of DLC. It's also been remastered in 4K. They put, ray tracing and all that shit in there. Shaders, special effects, a lot of lens flare. They improved the controls for Mass Effect 1 to match more like Mass Effect 3. And yeah, no, I was looking at side-by-side pictures, and it looks pretty good. It looks like they really stepped it up. We would show you on the screen whenever we get a chance. But yeah, no, Mass Effect looks pretty sick. I'm excited to play it again, only because I know that this time the characters will turn over better. Because I remember one time my character from Mass Effect 1, I took him to Mass Effect 2, and he turned into a guy from India. He was no longer a black man, but that's not gonna happen this time apparently with carrying your character over from one game to the other because they're all technically one game now. So, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to play this. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I'm assuming it's gonna be on EA Play, and if EA Play comes to Game Pass, I'll just play it on my computer. But yeah, it looks cool. It's not gonna be on PS5. It's technically a PS4 game and an Xbox One game.
You heard that they changed the butt angles on that game?
Yeah, they changed the butt angles where they're obviously pointing at female characters' asses during cutscenes, and then people were like, "I'm not gonna buy it anymore." Yeah, it was Miranda. They did it on purpose, but I mean, Miranda, Ashley's better than Miranda anyway, so we don't really care. But I mean, yeah, no,
Ashley, the basic mother. Okay,
yeah, because you take it through all three games, bro. What are you talking about? Take it through all three games. Sit down, motherfucker. Miranda just saw up in the second one, and she's British, and that's it. That's her whole thing. She's just British. Okay. I'm good, bro. I don't know. You never played 2 or 3, so I don't know, man. I think this will be your first time playing.
2. Okay, what are you talking about? I didn't play 2 or 3.
What happens in 2?
What do you mean?
How does 2 start?
It starts when you're at the big freaking council meeting and they're going over the end of the first game and you got whatever your choices were with those people. What do you mean?
That's not at all how it starts.
I did it.
That's how 3 starts. 2 starts, you fucking die in space. And then they reconstruct your body. No, you didn't, Chevar. I know for a fact you didn't play them.
I'm sorry. I confused the end and beginning of 2 and 3.
Okay, I guess you took the Xbox 360 with you. I guess you took the Xbox 360 with you to Japan then, because I took Mass Effect 2 and 3 with me to college, and it stayed with me until probably a couple years ago. But go ahead, go off.
I finished Mass Effect 2 before.
Then how would you get confused at the beginning of Mass Effect 3? You're not making any sense, bro.
Okay.
How would you get confused at the beginning of a game you never played? Okay, anyway. Just say you watched it on YouTube. It's all good, bro. I mean, okay, so I thought what was funny was they have a special edition of the game, but it doesn't come with the game. It comes with a bunch of different shit, like a helmet and a map and a bunch of and I think it comes with a case and everything, but it comes with everything but the game. You gotta pay $60 for that, or $40 or whatever it costs.
Uh-huh.
Did you buy it?
Did I buy what?
I said, would you buy it, buddy?
No, I just get it digital. I don't need a special edition.
Okay, sure.
Why would I get it? I wouldn't get it. But hey, I apparently haven't played 2, even though I remember the end of the game. I haven't played it.
Oh, what happened at the end of 2?
So it doesn't matter. I just told you, and I mistake 2 and 3 for 1 and 2, and then you're telling me, well, you didn't play 2 because you remember the end of 2 and the beginning of 3.
No, that's not at all what I said. You got the beginning of 2 confused the beginning of 3. So what happens at the end of 2 then?
So if I got the beginning of 2 confused with the beginning of 3, that would mean I know what happens at the end of 2.
What happens at the end of 2 then? It should be easy to just say what happens at the end of 2.
I just told you.
No, you didn't.
I just told
you straight up didn't tell me what happened.
Okay, then what did I? Okay, if I didn't tell you, then how did I confuse you?
You said you meet up with the council, and that's when I was talking about the beginning, Chevar. You never gave me an answer when I asked you for what happened at the end of Mass Effect.
I said you meet up with the council, and it changes depending on if you killed them or not at the end of the last game. What are you talking about?
Chevar, no, the end of 2 is a suicide mission. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The end of 2 is literally we're gonna go stop the Reapers or die. What are you talking? You don't even know what you haven't even mentioned the Reapers. Okay, anyway, let's go to the next
why do
thing.
you go to the council?
So
why do you go to the council at the beginning of 3?
You go to the council at the beginning of 3 because they're like, congratulations, Shepard, let's give you a fucking medal, and then they invent again. Play the games.
What
you
if you sacrifice the What if you sacrifice?
Oh my god, Chevar, you sacrifice the council in the first game. You deal with the consequences of that in the first game. Chevar, don't quiz me. You didn't play the games. You didn't play the games, bro. Just come on. Let's go. Let's go to the next topic. Chevar, I have your copies of the games. That's how I know you didn't play them. Don't do that.
The games came out in like 2010. You act like they came out 4 years ago.
Chevar, we had all 3 of the games. You played the first one. I played the first one, then the second one, then the third one. You stopped at the first one because you were like, oh, okay, I'll get around to it eventually. And then you never played it. And then when I went to college, before you went to Japan, I took the 2 and 3 with me, and I beat 3 while I was in college. So I don't know why you're trying to argue with me about it, because unless you have it on PS3, which it didn't come out for PS3 until like 4 or 5 years later, you're lying. So, like,
I'm lying about playing a game. I'm telling you I played and talking about the plot.
Yes, because you do that shit all the time. You feel like you're trying to talk to me about Yakuza shit, and you don't even know what happens in it. You do it all the time. I'm calling you on it. You do it all the time. You tell me, oh yeah, that happens in this game. And I'm like, I'll go look at your trophies, and it says you've never played it. And I'm like, okay, great. Unless you have 40 accounts, PlayStation. Right? Yeah, you have 40 different PlayStation accounts you play on. Yeah, okay.
I didn't say 40. I said 2.
Mm-hmm. Why have 2 accounts? Because you're playing all those Japanese games, right? Because that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Yakuza is not a Japanese game.
Yeah, because I was specifically talking about Yakuza, right? Okay, anyway. I said Yakuza, right? Hey, everybody listening to this, I said Yakuza, right?
I've never played a PlayStation game in my life, all right?
Just don't lie to me. I hate, because you do this shit all the time. You lie about, like, what kind of games you played to me. Like, I haven't played those games with you, and I'm like, you'd never played that. Like, you watched me play it.
You hear what you just said? What are you talking about? I watched you play Mass Effect 2.
Yes, you did. You literally watched me play it and be like, wow, that's cool. Yes, and you would be doing something else.
Watching people.
Because you had a girlfriend and other shit to do. You would literally come home and be like, wow, Cheval, you've been playing that game for 9 hours. That's crazy. And then you go do something else. You didn't play Mass Effect 2. I remember.
Okay.
I remember vividly because I was the one who played the game. And you were like, oh, that's crazy. You'd never played it.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I said, unless you got the PS3 version that came out like 5 years later, then sure, I'll believe you.
Okay. Right. I don't know what to say. I'm telling you I did something, you tell me I didn't. And
because you have you have false things in your story. You tell me at the end of Mass Effect 2, you meet up with the council. What? No, you go on a suicide mission and the game ends right after. Like, what are you talking about? Meeting up with the council.
The game ends. The game ends right after you begin the game. That's what you just said. Okay.
Chevar, what the fuck are you talking about? I said the end of the game. Are you not hearing what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
I said the end of the game. You said you meet with the council. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Does that make sense? If you're on a suicide mission at the end of the game,
not what I said.
Oh my fucking god! Yes, it is. That's literally what you said. You can run back the recording if you want to. Literally, what came out of your fucking mouth.
The episode will be you'll be able to listen to the episode
and you can
go back
listen to it too and see how much of a dickhead you're being.
I did not say that's what happens at
Chevar. I asked you point blank period. What happens at the end of Mass Effect 2, and then you said you meet with the council. That's what you said. Which that doesn't make any sense because it's a suicide mission, and then the credits, if they play, show your dead teammates if they died, or it shows you celebrating, and that's how the game ends.
Okay.
And you were telling me it depends if you save the council. You mean the thing that happens at the end of the first game? Okay. That's how the second game. Oh my god. Anyway,
that's how the second game
gets affected. It has nothing to do with a cutscene and how you start the game. You start the game in 3, getting the fucking. They say, hey, you fucked up some shit, but also we have to talk to you about it.
Number 2 start?
You die. You're on a mission. Your ship fucking blows up, and you die. And then you get reconstructed and then sent back into space to go stop the threat that killed you. What do you want me to say? We're just going back and forth about you making up that you played a game again.
Yeah, all right. You're just telling me. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say or anything.
Well, you're the one who keeps going back and forth on it. So and then switching what you said earlier to match what you wanted to say now.
Okay, remember, if I do that to you,
you do it to me all the time.
Okay,
you do it to me all the time. All the time.
When?
All the time.
When?
No, just all the time.
When do I say?
Oh my god, this is wasting so much time. Jesus Christ, cut all that shit out. That was annoying.
I'm not cutting it out.
Why? No, then I'm not doing the podcast.
So you're gonna tell me what I've done, and then you're also gonna make demands about.
Yes, edit that whole bickering bullshit out because nobody wants to listen to that. Yes, that's what I'm asking you to do.
All right, Biko.
If you don't edit it out, I'm not doing another episode. It's that simple.
Okay, I'll cut it out so that you can be happy and you can tell me the games I played and haven't played, and you can be happy with that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay. You just keep putting fucking words in my mouth. Is that what I said?
Well, you're telling me to cut out the part.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, no, that's what I said. Right, cut out the part where you defend your experience. If your tiny brain would stop being insecure, you know I meant just cut out the whole fucking argument. This didn't need to happen. It's nothing to do with, cut out my part so that you can tell me, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that, okay? I said, cut out the argument. Let's talk about football.
All right, well, you got to move us to football then.
Why I got to do it? You're the one who talks all this shit. You do the sports games. I don't do the sports games.
Because if you have me cut out stuff, Biko, it's going to be, no, Mass Effect. You didn't play that. Football. So you got to choose how you're going to move on. It's called a segue.
Well, this is the segue.
You can't just cut it and it's going to make no sense.
Well, then don't cut it then. Whatever then. All right. I guess if you don't want to just continue the conversation with me and just leave more bickering in here. EA Sports can now do college football games. It's been about 7 years since they've been able to do it because I forgot what happened. Why couldn't they do sports games again? I mean, college games.
It's not that they couldn't; they just didn't. They didn't want to pay anybody.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So what was the So what's the full reasoning? I don't understand what's going on here.
It's just optics mostly.
Okay,
they didn't. It was at a time people were complaining about college kids not getting paid. College kids are in these games. These games make millions of dollars. The school, NCAA gets money for it. EA gets money for it. The kids don't get money, even though they're not directly in the game. They are in the game, and so it just looked bad. So they stopped. I don't think they can't do it.
All right. Well, they're doing it now. I mean, they don't even really want these back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how have Madden sales even been doing recently? I mean, I don't know, man. Is anybody really
No, they're
wanting the
doing
college
fine.
ball?
I mean, the NCAA game, though, like NCAA wants lots of money. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it too, like the licensing of all those teams and whatnot. But the NFL thing, they've got to deal with it, so they're only making money. They've already spent whatever there's to spend on it.
Yeah.
People buy them. They sell. I mean, they don't sell like FIFA, but for a game that's only played in one country, it sells ridiculously well.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I can see that. Well, if you're interested in college sports games, EA will let you fork over $60 every year now for an okay game. So that's good. I mean, seems like people might be kind of done with EA in their football games, but maybe this one has a chance to be quality. I don't know, but we got another sports thing up next. Let's go ahead and get that one out the way. I don't know nothing about none of this, except what I do know. So yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
MLB The Show, the PlayStation Sony made game, is coming to Xbox. It'll be the first game that Sony makes for the Xbox. I think it only makes sense. It's a sports game. The other baseball game is always up and down. MLB The Show has kind of been the only baseball game worth playing for most of this last decade. So there's no reason not to make a ton of money on both platforms. And MLB The Show is a pretty popular baseball game. So I mean, I'm not like a big fan of them. It's baseball, man.
Baseball's okay.
It's boring to play in real life. It's
playing baseball.
Boring to play with a controller. What?
I like playing baseball. Baseball's fun.
You like playing baseball. You mean you like watching two people play something, waiting for one guy to do something, and then maybe there's a chance that you get to do something.
Exactly. That shit's pretty
and
fire.
That's only half the game.
It's a lot of relaxing.
Yeah, no one enjoys playing. I mean, if you're the one playing, sure. But everyone gets to play for like 2 minutes. It's not really fun.
I guess that's true. True.
One guy the same is true if you're playing baseball.
I mean, the same is true if you're ass at if you just ass at whatever we're talking about, then it doesn't really matter.
What?
I don't remember. I lost my words right before I said it.
Yeah, baseball's got to be the most unfun sport for most of the people playing. I'm not saying baseball's a bad.
I was gonna say it's like being bad at any other sport. That's what playing baseball is always like for everybody else.
No. It's completely different. If you're playing soccer, football, basketball, offense or defense, everybody's in actively participating. I mean, even like volleyball, like people are doing stuff. Hell, chess. Everybody's doing something in chess. But you play baseball, there's one guy having a whole bunch of fun, and he's called the pitcher. And he throws and throws and throws, and he throws so much sometimes that they say, you're having too much fucking fun. We're going to replace you with this other guy who wants to have fun for the last 10% of the game.
Wait,
and then there's another guy who sits there with bats being swung near his head. All he does is throw sign language and gang signs across the field. And that other guy has a lot of fun, tells him, yeah, no, he's do that, he won't do that. And he catches a ball all day. And then there's a guy that stands in the middle of him. And that guy switches, he gets 3 shots, and he hits the ball, and he doesn't hit the ball. And then everybody else waits for that ball to get hit before they do anything. It's kind of boring.
This has been an explanation of baseball.
The guy with the bat.
Praise.
But it's kind of boring to play.
No, I agree. It's just funny that you described baseball in its entirety.
It's kind of boring to play. It's why cricket can last so long. Because people you can go to sleep on a cricket field. There's a good chance you won't have to do anything anyway.
Cricket's worse. So
cricket's the same. Cricket's the same. It's just the wrong kind of darker for people. That's all.
Oh my gosh.
It's what's different? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing's different.
No Dominicans. No Dominicans playing cricket, I can tell you that much.
Nobody's coming up with 6. Who works out in 6 minutes? You won't even get your heart going, not even a mouse on a wheel.
Change the pictures, please. So,
right, you can have the pictures next time. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the pictures next time. From here on out, I'm doing the pictures.
Yeah, you do that.
Yakuza creator Toshihiro Nagoshi is to become Sega's creative director. So, last I checked, I think he's replacing the guy who was the head for like Street Fighter. Wait, no, I'm wrong on that. That was something else I was thinking about. Fuck, that's Capcom. But yeah, no. So the guy who's the guy who's the head of who's like, you know, the original creator of Yakuza, he's going to be the creative director. He's also been a part of like Atlas and kind of doing some things they've been doing there. He's been there for about 30 years, worked on Shenmue, Virtua Fighter, Daytona Racing, and Super Monkey Ball, along with the game I mentioned 30 times already. But yeah, I think this is cool. I think it might help because Yakuza is probably one of the only games left that's good under the Sega brand right now, besides a few other games that are, you know, published by them, like Persona and a couple other things like that, and that's a recent one. But yeah, no, I think this is pretty cool. I'm just now getting into that series.
Well, that's all Sega does is publish games.
Yeah,
they only make like a couple of Sonics every decade, and then they just publish games.
Yeah, maybe now they'll find cool stuff to publish that has more shit where it can hit people with bikes and gamble. So, you know, that may be cool.
Well, that's the thing. Like Sega has in Atlas, they only publish Japanese things. And the thing with the Japanese market is you don't have as much indie as other places. A, because you don't have a PC market like you do in other places. And B, in Asian games right now, it's all about the in-app purchases, the easy and cheap animation, the easy and cheap coding, all the mobile games and all that stuff. So it's, you know, if you're talking about, I don't want to say real games, but real games, there's not really much else to publish, you know?
Right. No, okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, you know, we'll see how this goes. We'll see, you know, if this means too much for Sega. There was some news that came out.
Absolutely anything is going to change. Just the way Japanese business is, he's the next one up, so he's the next one in. That's
man. Listen, he already said he was going to bring the samurai Yakuza game here, so I'm all right with it.
Yeah, because those are his games.
Yeah, dude, exactly. I'm fine with it.
well, of course, the guy who makes a thing and has to rely on the publisher to publish it, now that he's in charge of the publisher, yeah, he's going to make sure his games go everywhere else.
Bring it on.
Right? Also,
bring me Yakuza.
I don't think those are the most fun Yakuza games. They're kind of more they're kind of old style, so like you're very limited in what happens in those things. But of course he's going to do that with Yakuza. It doesn't mean he's going to do it with anything else.
Hey man, I heard it had 100 sub stories. That's good enough for me. I'll play Ishin as long as I can race chickens. But that was just some more news in the industry. I don't know. A lot of people have been leaving companies and stepping up in places. It's kind of weird to see, but like a lot of people left the industry recently or like went to go do other stuff. So especially on the Japanese side. So interesting to see what's going on with there. I just want more video games. So hopefully that just ends up good for us, people who play video games. Okay, this next one's funny. I've been wanting to talk about this.
7's the key number here. Think about it.
Right.
7 11s?
Yeah.
7 dwarfs? 7, man, that's the number. 7 chipmunks twirling on a branch, eating lots of sunflowers on my uncle's ranch. You know that old children's tale from the sea? It's like you're dreaming about gorgonzola cheese when it's clearly brie time, baby.
For sure. For sure.
I'm gonna have to teach you how to do segues, man.
Because you're fucking fired.
I'm gonna teach you how to do segues. You can't. That what next week, bro?
Okay, over here, man. Teach me how to do something.
It's gonna be Paul. Yeah. Go ahead, talk about this when you're so excited.
I mean, okay, so instead of just segueing, you scolded me for not segueing. Okay, anyway. So people,
I'm gonna do it next week.
CDPR in the middle of getting hacked. They also had to tell us that we gotta stop fucking Keanu Reeves. So this is an excerpt from a Game Informer article. As expected, the inevitable nude and romance mods have hit the world of Night City, and people basically have been modding, what's his name, Joy Toy, the sex robot Joy Toy, to have the textures of Keanu Reeves' character and having sex with it. Also just putting a bunch of different ways to get Keanu Reeves' textures onto, sex scenes in the game, and they told him to stop. I don't know why people want to do this. I don't know why people are trying to fuck Keanu Reeves in this game. Here's the thing. I get it. People on the internet are going to do this anyway, but I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and I feel like what makes it weird is that this is like directly somebody else's likeness. So here's the thing. I feel like, you can't go to jail for this or anything. I don't think anybody should go to jail for this or anything, obviously. But like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. I wouldn't do it. I feel like that's some weird shit.
I mean, I get it's a little weird, but is it really that weird? People do this literally every day, just not in this video game.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I don't think it's cool then either. I think that's fucking weird. I think it's weird when people deep fake celebrities' faces on the porn. I think it's weird when people mod people into games so they can fuck them. I mean, but that's up for me to feel like it's weird. They can do it in their own home. I'm not saying they can't do it. I think it's fucking weird. It's different. It's different to mod it, to do it to like a fictional character that doesn't exist, like that is only in a video game.
What's the difference if someone picks up a Sports Illustrated and goes in the back closet?
That the material was already made
and winks off. The
material was already made like that, Chevar. They're just using the picture.
Chevar.
Chevar. No, what you just said is like saying somebody opened Cyberpunk open, stood in front of Keanu's character, and then beat their dick. That's not the same thing. That's not what's going on. They're manipulating the game to make it do things that are not what's in the game. Because I'm not talking about people jacking off to sex scenes that already involve Keanu Reeves. I mean, they're editing him into the game so they can fuck him up the ass, and they're not cool with that because I feel like it's weird because it's a real person's likeness. If this is just a random person or like a modeled like thing in a game that wasn't based on an actual person, then I feel like it wouldn't be weird.
So is the weirdness the effort? Because I don't personally see the difference in, modding the game for a couple hours to make that work versus doing it in your head.
Yeah, it is different when you spread the tool around so you can spread this thing around to make it seem like you're having simulated sex with this person that actually exists in real life. Yeah, I think that the effort and the result are fucking weird because guess what? Yeah, I can watch a Netflix series and see a female actress in it and think she's hot all day and then jerk off about it later, right? I can do that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with anybody doing that. Now, if I go and find a porno and deepfake that actress's face onto it, or mod a video game and put their face directly into it, and then share that so that other people can do that and let them know how they can do it, that's weird, especially because it is a real person's likeness.
I think that's a little different though, because part of the deep fake thing is a little bit about deception. It's not just about a part of the deep fakes thing is about.
Why? Okay, no. So you think people are deep faking? You think people are deep faking? I'm talking about what I'm talking about. You think people are deep faking celebrities, Emma Watson's face onto porn stars getting fucked to deceive people or to jerk off? Which one are they doing it for?
Well, it's both because
Oh
when
my
that stuff
god,
gets
they're not trying
posted
to.
around.
No, Chevar. No, nobody's going to see that
I'll
porno.
go ahead and
Nobody's going to
finish
see
my
that
idea.
porno and really think, "Wow, it's a professional porno with Margot Robbie." No, Chevar, it's not to deceive. It's to jerk off. Who's it to deceive?
Okay, are you gonna let me answer it, or when I start talking, you're
Who
gonna tell
does
me
it?
how silly it is?
Who are they trying to
It
deceive?
does deceive because when those things pop up in the ads and in all that stuff, it doesn't say, "Oh, watch this deep fake of Emma Watson." It's like, "Watch Emma Watson get railed by 3 black guys in
And
the
it
back
doesn't,
of
and it doesn't even.
Whataburger."
But that's the thing, Chevar. Okay, one, there's no porn ad that's no. Nobody uses that for porn ads. It's okay. You're making up scenarios that don't exist now. No, that's not.
I'm not
the
making
same
up
thing.
scenarios. They're
What is the
Chevar,
Chevar?
telling me they're
What is the intention of when somebody? I'm talk about the scenario because now you're just stretching it into other things, talking about ads and trying to get people to click on things. No. When I say that a guy who knows how to deepfake, who has access to upload porn to the internet, gets a porn thing, puts a female actress who has never done porn before, puts her face on that body, makes the video, processes it, uploads it to a free porn site, right? What is their intention and what is the result of what they're trying to do? Yes, partially deception. But what are people really there for? They know it's not actually the porn star, the actress having sex, Chevar. It's because
not everyone.
Not everyone knows that.
No.
Well, gosh, Chevar, not everybody knows that. I'm talking about what is mostly the result of what is going on.
I'm not just talking about mostly the result. I'm talking about what the difference in these two things is. A lot of people who will open that video or get it sent to them or something.
I'm talking about the intention.
A lot of them don't. Okay.
The intention. I don't care about some dumbass who goes onto the internet and thinks Emma Watson was taking up her ass last week. That's not who I'm talking about, Chevar. I'm not talking about stupid people who aren't internet literate. That's not who I'm talking to or about.
All right, I won't finish my point, but what's your point? Finish.
My point is that it's fucking weird when it's a real person. That's my whole point. And you can't convince me that, like, somebody jacking off to Keanu Reeves. Like, for instance, if I beat my dick to this picture of Keanu Reeves right here, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not the same thing as me modding the game to have sex with his character. Not the same thing. It's creepy. It's weird. And it specifically becomes weird when you share that information so that other people can do it. That's my point.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to be able to share
my point. Oh my god, boo-hoo, then talk!
I can't talk, because literally when I'm trying to say what I'm saying,
then why don't you talk right now? We're recording, dude. Talk. Say something. Say your point then.
But when Biko, do you not understand?
My god,
when I'm
he's
saying
still trying to
stuff,
talk at me like we're not recording a podcast, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Say your point instead of trying to talk to me. Like, say your point, and then we can move the conversation forward.
No, I'm done. It's fine. Let's go.
No, we're doing a podcast.
No, because I was just trying to talk to you, and while
God.
I tried to talk, just like you're doing right now,
because you're not talking about the topic at hand. You're talking like we're just having a conversation right now. Talk like we're in a podcast.
But my point,
trying to work out our personal fucking differences. Talk about the topic, Chevar.
My point is not only about the topic. My point is about any topic where you disagree with me.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Keanu Reeves and CDPR, Chevar. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that right now. We're recording something. I'm trying to make your job to edit as least shitty as possible. So would you like to actually add to the conversation? Or would you like to go to the next topic?
It would be as least shitty as possible if you let me talk.
Oh my god, he's still not talking about the topic. You're still just trying to go back and be like, I don't feel like I can talk.
I said I don't want to talk about it anymore. So either we move on or we keep going in circles about you telling me to shut up and talk at the same time.
That's literally what I just said, but you were trying to go back and tell me my point is that you don't let me talk on a topic because you can't get into record mode and just talk when it's time to talk. Because you could have already told us this point, but then you decided to go whang and get to say my point. So let's talk about Mortal Kombat now.
Sounds good to me.
Jesus fucking Christ. Welcome to the Cheval's going to give his opinion only because Chevar can't turn off his emotions for 10 seconds to record a podcast. So, Mortal Kombat trailer came out. It's out April 16th. What do you think, Chevar?
I mean, it looked better than the trailer. Looked better than the other trailers for the other movies, so that's a good thing. Clearly, they're taking liberties with the story, which is good. We've seen the story at least 4 times now.
I don't care for the original.
It's good. I mean,
I don't care for the protagonist. That's some dude we don't fucking know. I don't care for that personally.
But I think if you're going to have, because this movie, while it is, to me, the reason it exists is because of the fans. The reason it's successful will not be because of the fans. Because if that were the case, the first movie and the second movie would have been very successful. And they are, in the sense that they're cult favorites of this Mortal Kombat cult, but they're not as far as movies are concerned, and video game movies in particular. So I think the Carl or whoever the hell they have in this thing, you have to have. There's a lot of explaining in Mortal Kombat that in the games, because these things are from like the 90s, happened after you spent 30 minutes fighting 10 guys, and then you read a scroll with a picture of, oh, this thing happened with this guy, and he's from this and this and that and that. And then you do that 10 times, once with each character, and you fill in this picture. The way these stories are told, and because of what the story is, you can't really just tell it without having like some new character injected in there to be essentially the audience, right? Like new people in Mortal Kombat, it's gonna be real strange if you don't have a Carl in it. So I think it makes sense.
I don't know.
I see why they do it.
I guess I just
Not
don't
in
care
the
for
movie.
him.
If it were a TV show, sure. Movie, it's too short.
I don't know. I just don't care for the original character thing. I'd rather they would have just taken somebody else and then, made them the main character or something. I don't know. I just don't want some Mary Sue situation to happen or some bullshit where he's just like, oh, he's the chosen one now, and just, comes in and fucks everything up. Sub-Zero looks cool. Scorpion looks great. He looks like they definitely were influenced by MK11. Scorpion looks a lot more like MK9, but he still looks really good. No, it looks good. Also, the protagonist's name, Cole Young, hilariously generic. I just hope somebody close to him dies, so we have a reason to see him kill somebody. I don't know, but besides that, Melina's in the game, in the movie, but apparently she's not a clone of Kitana. So I guess we'll figure that out in the movie too, but I don't really care. I guess that's not that big of a deal. But I saw Reptile in the trailer too. Reptile's in it. Kano's a good guy for some reason, which I was confused about entirely, unless I missed something about the first game that, he wasn't a criminal or something, but whatever.
I mean, I got no problem with Carl. I think having Carl in this thing allows you to do more with it.
Oh, he said
because
Carl.
It's really hard to do narratively what a video, especially this video game, is in a movie without that anchor point. Because at some point when you get to who are the good guys and who are the bad guys, in a lot of media, there is a good guy. You have your protagonist, your good guy. Mortal Kombat doesn't have that, really. It's more about everybody, all the things happening to everyone.
Yeah.
Liu Kang is there, but it's not. Liu Kang isn't the protagonist.
That doesn't make any sense. That's the crazy part. That's the part I don't get. How you gonna have this and Liu Kang ain't the chosen one?
Because Liu Kang can be the chosen one, but Liu Kang is not. He's not the protagonist of Mortal Kombat. He's the champion.
They should just make him the protagonist. I get it. It's better for wider audiences, and it's not a fan movie. It's not for fan service. So I get it. It's supposed to be a movie still.
No, it's definitely gonna be fan service.
Yeah, fan service. Yeah, hopefully. I just hope most of the scenes aren't involving the protagonist. I hope a lot of the fight scenes are just us watching Mortal Kombat characters kick each other's asses. Rather than, oh, Cole saw his first fatality. He learned how to throw a fireball from Liu Kang, and then Sub-Zero ambushed him. Like, I don't want to see all that. I want to see Sub-Zero and Scorpion beating the shit out of each other. Somebody getting their head punched off by Johnny Cage, even though I don't think he's in the movie, actually. And Sonya doing a cartwheel on somebody's face. So it looks good. I was actually pleasantly surprised by the trailer. The fight scenes look really good. The fatality stuff looks good. Looks really polished. Doesn't look cheesy. But Jack still looks like Steve Harvey, and I'm alright with that. And he lost his arms. Rest in peace.
Well, all bald black men.
No, Run DMC doesn't look like Steve Harvey.
You mean Run Steve MC?
I said Run DMC. What? No. Not everybody's Steve now. That's not how this works. Who else?
I'm not a fan of the dragon logo. Doesn't look good.
Looks the same as it usually does to me. It looks very similar to the one from the first movie.
What?
It looks like the one from the first movie. Except metal. Looks exactly the same. Looks just like it.
Yes, but the Mortal Kombat 1 movie, if I remember correctly, is not metal, and it looks more like the one from the game.
Looks exactly like the one from the game. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I'm just looking forward to the movie. I hope it's good. I hope they kill enough people off. I hope there's no, they already told us there's fatalities, so clearly people die. But let's hope. Yeah, there's probably going to be. I hope. I mean, clearly, I think Kano kills somebody. I'm assuming they're probably going to kill all the NetherRealm people. Like, I'm sure Reptile's going to die. I'm sure, Shiva and then will show up too. I'm sure Goro's going to die. Maybe Sonya or Jax. I
can already tell you who's gonna die.
I think Sub-Zero's guaranteed. Sub-Zero's gonna die.
And Scorpion. They'll both die.
Why?
Scorpion's gotta die.
How you know he's not already dead?
He's not already. You literally see him in the movie.
But that might have been a flashback though. We don't know.
But he died. He's gonna die. That's one of the fatalities.
Okay, there you go. See, you did it. No, I think a lot of. I think a lot of this
and
stuff.
Scorpion will kill Sub-Zero.
I just want a reptile that's not a reptile. Give me the Ninja Man.
I'm fine with reptile.
That has scales.
We have enough ninja.
Nah, man, give me my fucking ninja, man.
We have enough ninja.
Okay. That was it for the news. Thank y'all. Got a couple more things here. So Chevar, you oh. So Chevar, did you buy Stadia yet?
Can you buy Stadia?
Yeah, you buy the thing and you buy a subscription. So yes, you purchase it. I thought that's what buying meant.
No, I didn't buy Stadia.
Oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter anyway. It's probably on its way out. So one of our big topics today, Google is actually ending its first party game development studio. And the head of Stadia is actually stepping down. So, Stadia might be dead in less than like 2 years or so. So what do you think about this? What do you think about this whole thing about Stadia scaling all this stuff back and then probably putting the nail in the coffin? I mean, Listen, here's a couple more details for you give me your answer. So Google's development house. This is from Kotaku, by the way, and Game Informer. Google's development house in Los Angeles and Montreal will both be closed, affecting around 150 employees. Jade Raymond from Ubisoft, who joined on with the company, will also be leaving. Yeah, and multiple projects have been canceled that were supposed to be Stadia exclusive games. But at least they run Cyberpunk 2077 the best, so good for them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't think this thing would survive. What do you think?
I mean, it's not surprising. Google does a lot of this starting stuff and not then quitting doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably kind of tough for them because they stopped advertising for it early on.
Immediately.
Then there was already a bad people, were skeptical of it anyway. I think a lot of it was unjustified. Some of it was, some of it wasn't. A lot of it's just, people talking shit like they always do.
Yeah.
Not really knowing what they're talking about, but that's most of us, right? So
yeah,
is a hard thing for them to come back from as far as like perception. When it first rolled out, they had to cut back on some of their promises.
Right.
Even though I think all in all it worked fine. If you ask people how it works now, I think it was working fine. But I'm not surprised they're shutting it down. I'm surprised they're shutting it down so quickly, so early.
Yeah.
But it's like not, a year now, right?
I mean, it's not shut down quite, but yeah, it's been about a year.
It's shut down.
Yeah,
it's what was that Google Friends thing? Like the Google
the Circles thing, or
Facebook Google Circle, right? That was shut down a year or two before it was shut down, right?
Right.
So, not surprising.
No, that adds up.
I'm sure also COVID didn't help with the game development.
No, I'm sure it was awful for the game development. I'm sure it was the worst thing on earth. I mean, I think that's probably what did it. I think that's what did them the worst was COVID. I feel like that's probably what took them out. Because, I mean, we saw a lot of difficulties in the game industry because of COVID. And I'm sure for something that was just starting out, that was probably the big kick in the mouth. So, yeah, I mean, I guess go back to the drawing board, Google, or, do what Apple's doing and just do the phone shit. Get Apple Arcade, get your Google Arcade thing going. If they already have something like that, don't they? Probably.
I don't know, but most mobile games now, it's to the point where they're back to be. So if you get like those subscription ones, so many of them just aren't that big games. Like I've been playing. I have Apple Arcade. I've been playing some of them, and some of them are fun games. But then the games you have on your phone are mostly supposed to be like lizard brain things. And that's why people pay money for those lizard brain things, because they want to keep playing them and they want to play them with more stuff. The ones you get from Apple Arcade, they're not lizard brain games. They are Game Boy games, essentially. Or,
right.
Vita games, essentially.
Okay.
Which means you play them and then they're kind of done. When you get through it, it's done. There's no in-app purchases because you already pay to play them, right?
Right.
To have access to them. There's none of that, like, come every day to get a thing, come every day to open it up and play it while you're on the toilet, or play it while you're eating your rice, or play it while you're eating your whatever food there is besides rice. Like, there's none of that. So I don't see the benefit of Google going that way. Apple's doing it, and I'm sure they're making money from it. But for Google to do that, especially with how many trash apps they have, and to support, if they are doing it, they're doing a bad job because I haven't heard of it. But I just don't think it's a great way to get into the gaming space. It's a good way to make money, I guess.
Right.
But
no, yeah. Yeah, well, okay. Well, I guess I could see that. I mean, not too much reason to go into that ecospace. I mean, ecosystem. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some companies don't need. I feel like Microsoft made everybody feel like they could get into the gaming sphere, because I remember when the Xbox came out, people were like, "What? Microsoft's doing the gaming thing," and then now they're one of the top people in the industry. And I feel like Amazon, Google feel like they can do that for some reason.
I don't think it has anything to do with Microsoft doing it, because when Microsoft did it, it was in the early knots, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's really China that's the reason that Google and Apple.
It's always China.
Because well, you'll notice a lot of these things, like the things they're investing in and invested in, are things that are also very, very popular with Chinese and Korean and big Asian markets, where people spend a lot of money on phone games.
Yeah.
And I think Google and Apple and whoever else are trying to tap into that. I don't think they're really interested in the console space because Microsoft did it. You see that they're not coming out with consoles. They're interested in getting a piece of that mobile game, easy internet access pie. And they just don't know how to do it, because when you have companies like Tencent and whoever else is buying everything, they've got so much money. They kind of, they have the government behind them in a lot of ways. They can do lots of things that Google and Microsoft, or not Google and Apple and whoever else is in there can't. And they don't want to buy up, like Tencent or whatever just buys up all these things, because whether it's successful or not, they have the cash to do it. And of course, Google's got money, Amazon's got money, and all that stuff. But they know that they can't penetrate those markets, like the Chinese market, the same way that the Chinese company can.
Okay,
so we'll just have to bomb them at some point so we can get rid of their number advantage, and then.
I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't think we need to do that. Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't have to literally be a bomb. It can either poison the water, something.
Well, I mean, hey, listen. Even the biggest gaming companies make something that people consider a failure. Like the Vita, people consider that a failure. I consider it one of the greatest consoles of all time. So maybe the Stadia is that for a couple people. All two of them out there, but
well, a failure and being bad are two different things. I don't think Stadia is bad, like a bad thing. I don't think it works badly. It is a failure because they're quitting so early, but I don't think it's bad. The Vita is a failure because it only sold
5.
It sold well, but it didn't sell Game Boy numbers.
No,
so it's a failure in that regard, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, okay, I guess that's true. Yeah. We'll see where Stadia is in even a year or so. I am also kind of confused why they did quit this early, unless they've just lost too much money on it. But yeah, and this next one, this one I thought was kind of funny. So after a live action Netflix Legend of Zelda series was leaked by a leaker, which I remembered. This is really funny. I'm pretty sure this was a joke thing that IGN did as an April Fool's joke like 7 or 8 years ago. But yeah, apparently Netflix and Nintendo were actually gonna go through with that. But once it leaked, Nintendo canned it and said they don't want to do it anymore. This came from a podcast interview with Adam Conover, who's originally from Adam Ruins Everything. Well, he's really from College Humor, but he's also on Adam Ruins Everything. And he wasn't directly involved.
Don't like that guy.
He wasn't directly involved with the project. I think he's funny sometimes. It depends. It depends what he's doing.
Not about being funny. I don't like.
You just don't like his face or something.
No, he just built the whole shtick on like, I know things other people don't know. Did you know? And a lot of the stuff he says is fucking wrong.
Like what?
Or it's outdated.
Like what?
A lot of stuff he talks about.
Like what?
A lot of stuff. I can't remember. I have to go back.
All right, then. It must not be that bad then. So he said on this interview, and it was confirmed by a couple other people, that Shigeru Miyamoto visited the offices, and they were working on a Star Fox project that was going to be like kind of claymation and shit. And once that happened, it turns out that Nintendo said no. So what's up with Nintendo and leaks? Because this isn't the first time they've done something like this. They've like canceled projects or like changed them if they've leaked. And I saw a lot of people blaming the leaker, but the thing is that like it's not like the actual thing got leaked. It was just the idea of it got leaked. So if this is true, which I think it's true, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's kind of dumb and kind of shot themselves in the foot with this one, because Zelda is to me as popular as like fucking Harry Potter and shit is. There's always Zelda fans out there, just like there's always going to be those shitty Harry Potter tattoos with the Deathly Hallows. There's always going to be Triforce tattoos, so people love them some Zelda. So I don't know why they wouldn't just go through with it.
Because Nintendo is the definition of a bad company. they all they care about is your money.
Yeah.
They treat their customers not like this, oh, we gotta try to please these people. They treat them like you're cattle. You're gonna buy a game. We're not gonna reduce the price. You spoil or you leak the show. We've already probably spent some money on and development on. Well, to spite you and teach you not to do that again, we're going to cancel it immediately. Oh, you like to make art about our games? You like to play our games on stream? You like to remix our music? You like to cosplay our things? We're going to send cease and desist orders to you. And then when you fight it, we're going to send lawyers to your home to intimidate you.
Yeah,
come on. They're what all these freaking liberals talk about bootlicking and capital, all that junk is Nintendo, and everyone falls for it. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I know.
They canceled the show as a middle finger up to all the people who leaked the show.
That's the thing. I don't get it though. Like, that's the thing. It's so stupid because you saw that people were excited about it. Like, that's the thing, is like somebody basically gave you a free chance to see if this thing that you were doing was going to be popular, which it was going to be. It's Zelda. It's like a 30-something-year-old, 40-something-year-old franchise. Like, I don't know. Nintendo really pisses me off a lot of the time. And
you're not behaving the way they want.
Oh, hey, I'm pissed at them because listen, they're releasing a Skyward Sword remaster, not remake, remaster. They charge a fucking $60 for it. One of the worst 3D Zelda games. $60 for it, and now I'm probably never gonna play it. I'm probably never gonna play that bitch. I'm never playing it.
People are gonna buy it. Like, that's the thing. They don't care. You're gonna do it.
I'll buy it if it goes on sale. I'm not gonna lie there.
Huh?
I'll buy it if it goes on sale. I'm not gonna lie there. Like, if it's like cheap, I'll buy it. Or if I can rob somebody, yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at this. This is exactly what Nintendo does, and it's gonna slide just like everything they do. I mean, imagine if Sony did that because Last of Us show was leaked, that it existed, just that it happened.
That would be funny.
It would be,
hilarious.
Imagine Xbox just canceling a Halo franchise because somebody leaked that Master Chief would be in it.
Yeah, man. I mean, hell, for all we know, somebody's going to leak Breath of the Wild 2, and then we're just not going to get it. I don't know, man. They you know what they did recently at their Direct? They announced a bunch of shit. They announced another anime character with a sword for Smash, which a lot of people like. Smash community loves that. But they also brought the creator of Zelda out to tell us that he was not giving us news about the new Zelda game. He literally came out and said, "Sorry, there's no new news. I apologize." That was the most significant. I don't even know what he said after that. That's all I remember. fucking, I swear to fuck, man, Nintendo is on some bullshit, and you people letting them get away with it. I don't know about you people, man. I don't know about y'all. Y'all gotta get the boot out your mouth, man. Because listen, I play the Nintendo games. I like the Nintendo. I played a lot of 3D Mario World, Super 3D Mario World this past week, and I'm gonna start Bowser's Fury soon. But I don't stand for this, and I think it's kind of dumb. But yeah, no, fuck Nintendo in large part, and a lot of other big corporations. But yeah, I forgot to mention some stuff that we had up earlier. Do you want to go through that? Or you think that it's too late?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, this is a couple quick hits, guys. Post Malone's hosting a Pokemon concert February 27th. Don't know, how did that come to be? Who put that together? Who picked Post Malone? Is he child friendly now?
He won all the awards last year.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not watching that shit. The trailer was just weird, and I don't ever want to see animated Post Malone with all of his tattoos.
But what is a Pokemon concert? Can someone answer that? What's a Pokemon concert?
So what's a Fortnite concert?
What is that?
Answer right there.
It's a concert in Fortnite. You can't watch it. You're gonna so the concert you watch him in Pokemon.
No. I'm just kidding. So this one's gonna be
See, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna watch him in a game.
No. It's just. I mean, for all we know, we don't know yet. It could be animated. We have no idea yet. But
it's probably animated. It's not in the game.
Diablo 2 is being remade. Did you like Diablo 2? I don't remember if you like Diablo 2 or not.
I don't remember Diablo 2.
Well, Diablo
probably
2
like a lot like Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo 2 is getting remade.
Oh, I was thinking Doom. I was like, Doom 2?
No, Diablo 2.
I played Diablo 2 before I played Diablo, so
I played more Diablo 3 than any of them. So I'm excited to play this because I've always been interested in Diablo 2. I just don't want to play old ass game. And this one's being made by Vicarious Visions, not the people who made the last remake. And I'm pretty sure that's why Blizzard bought them, is because they wanted somebody to make their remake that was going to do a good job. These are the same guys that did Tony Hawk and the Crash Bandicoot remakes. So yeah, the trailer looked good. It looks like they stuck to the art style, but they just upped the resolution. It still looks like it's like kind of 2D, but it's still that it's isometric because it's Doom. But looks good. Overwatch 2. They still haven't released the release date, but 2 years later they said, hey, we're going to show you everybody's designs, and everybody kind of looks the same, and except they have more armor. So thanks, Blizzard. Just give us the game already. Xbox is getting an FPS boost for a lot of past generation games. Some games going back to like Xbox 360-ish era. Some games can go up to 120 FPS, so if you can experience that, go see what list of games is. Let us know what that's like. Ninja Gaiden remasters are happening in June 1 through 3, coming to all consoles and PC, I think. Days Gone's coming to PC as well as other PlayStation games, apparently. And Konami's outsourcing the next Metal Gear Solid game, so it's not going to be made by Konami. It's going to be made by somebody else. So we shall see.
They should just give it back to Kojima.
Yeah, I think what they should do is outsource it to Kojima. That'd be hilarious. That'd be really.
Now that I think about it, the reason that they probably another reason they got rid of him is that he was done with Metal Gear, and they can't keep him and then use his game. It'd just be weird if he's not making the games.
Well, wait, that doesn't make any sense because he quite literally wasn't done. They kicked him out before the game was finished.
No, but I think he was done. Like, he's like, this is the last one. Because even with Metal Gear Rising, right?
Yeah.
Kojima had some input on that, but it's I think Kojima was like, this is the last Metal Gear. No more Metal Gear. Metal Gear's gone.
Yeah,
like, gotta go. Kojima gotta go.
Well, I don't see how
we want to milk this gear.
I don't want to see how that would make sense when you still have one of the most popular game creators ever at your company. I don't see why you would be like, okay, well, he's done making his best thing. I guess we'll get nothing else out of him, even though Dead Stranding, a game people act like they like to all hate, they apparently all own and have played 2 or 3 times. So he's always going to be around. He's always going to have stuff that people like. So
Well,
I just don't
why did he
know.
make Death Stranding? Because he was done with Metal Gear.
Yeah, and guess what? That's my point. I'm saying they still would have made money off of that if they would have kept him for the next game that he made, because he's fucking Kojima and people are going to eat that shit up.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. That's like, he's Japanese guy at a Japanese company. He's made one game for 30 years. And if he says, I'm done making these games, they're going to say, ha, 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 you go make it again.
Okay, if you say so. That would be fun if they outsourced it to him again, because that'd be great. I want another Metal Gear Solid game, but
Nobody else can really make those games the way he does.
I mean, true. I mean, hey, that Raiden game was pretty good. That game was great. So
It's good, but it's not as politically deep as the other games. It doesn't have the same joke. It doesn't have like the gameplay jokes. Not the same way. No, it doesn't. Not in the same way. It does. It doesn't have. It doesn't have that.
Well, I mean, it's a different
same
genre
kind
of game.
humor.
I mean, it's a different genre of game, so it's not going to be the same game.
Yeah, it's a different genre of game. It's a really good game. It's a super fun game. Yeah. It's not the same as the rest of Metal Gear.
I guess so.
How far in the future was Rising?
It was only it's only like a few.
Did Rising happen?
Oh my god! It's only a few years after 4. It's after 4. Technically, Rising is the newest game, like in the timeline. Hello.
I said okay.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. You got any recommendations? No.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm just gonna say buy the entire Yakuza series and play Neo 2 because it's really fun. Also gonna say if you have access to CBS All Access, which is gonna be Paramount Plus soon or whatever, I would check out Bar Rescue. It's the funniest shit in the world. You get to see people be nasty and a guy yell at him for it. So yeah, very cathartic. Good shit.
No, really?
What?
What you just said?
Yeah, I love Bar Rescue. What about it? Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
say
get
so.
is looked at like I'm fucking weird or something. All right, so I think that's it, guys. I guess Chevar's not talking much anymore, so I appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for tuning in to the 72nd episode of the Super Chevy Bros Podcast, and we will catch you guys next time. Hope Chevar pressed the button.
Before you do that, make sure to find us on Twitter at Super. I mean, you gotta plug the show.
Well, you weren't talking. Go plug it.
You find us on Twitter, all right? You type in at Super Chevy Bro. Don't use 2 S's. You need 1 S, 1 at the beginning, none at the end. All right. You send us an email at superchevybros@gmail.com. You want to say something on the show, talk about something, read something. You want to be on the show, you email us there. You want to join the Discord, you hop on that Twitter I mentioned earlier.
Why are you commanding
Discord
them, bro?
link there. Huh?
Why are you commanding them like that?
Because it's what I do. I don't, I'm too nice to you, man. You're like, who's the guy who stabbed Jesus? Brutus? That guy.
Who the fuck is that? I don't know English history.
No, that's African history, dog. Come on. Everyone knows Jesus was Cameron.
I'm Hebrew. I don't know any of this.
Listen. Go follow me at Chevar Price. Follow Bika. What's your at?
Chevall P.
Yep, at that one. Go check out the Instagrams, the Facebook. Support us however you can. Thank you to Sleestack for being our number one follower on Facebook. Congratulations. You are a
Damn,
legend.
son, where'd you find this?
I found that guy. He came to. I didn't find. Whatever. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Well, we got it. You didn't see the thing on Facebook? It's like number one.
No,
he
I
likes
didn't
the
see
most
that.
of our posts.
Thank you, Sleestack. We appreciate it.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
Thanks MXGXPX for listening to the show. Literally the second it releases every day.
Yeah, dude.
Smoke weed every day.
Week. It should have been week. Thanks for listening to the show. Go follow us on those places. This has been a pleasure. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you.
See you next time, guys.